Welcome back to Space Castle Saturdays here on Space Castle, where a grown ass man and his jammies, that's me, DT, goes about recreating that special feeling of my childhood of getting up early in the morning to play video games. And today, we're going to be playing something special, something I made. I made a Space Castle video game. And this is going to be the first time that most people have ever seen this, including patrons, which is kind of awesome. So I've done another video on the main Space Castle page. There's going to be a link to it in the comments down below. Click over there when you're done here, or watch that one first if you want all the background information about how I made it and some cool information if you're a patron or if you're on the Discord. There's some cool stuff coming your way soon. But I thought it'd be really fun to just do a quick playthrough of the entire game and just kind of give commentary and show you guys that I haven't just been slacking off for the last several months and not putting up videos. I've been working on something kind of freaking awesome that I'm very, very proud of. So let's load this up right now and we're going to get right into it. Give me just a second to find the file. It's actually a working Game Boy game, which is kind of crazy. So I actually exported it and compiled it and flashed it onto actual Game Boy cartridges. I got the hardware, I got the shells, I got stickers made, the whole 9 yards. It's an actual physical Game Boy game, but we're going to be playing it here in an emulator just because it's way easier than trying to capture something off of a Game Boy itself. So let's load this up. So right off the bat, I did all the graphic design, I did all of the stuff in GB Studio. I even wrote the music. I even kind of chip-tuned out the Space Castle theme, which turned out really kind of great. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. This will be the title screen, which you see on your actual Game Boy. And we jump right into the bridge, which you'll see from all the mainstream sort of YouTube Space Castle videos. There is me. Welcome aboard, cadets. I'm your Captain DT. Your training on the Space Castle starts now. Head to the main deck and get started. So you're going to see a lot of Goldblum with the Space Castle's AI. He's going to be guiding you through all the different areas of the game. Yes, sir. Our Goldblum will help with your training. I'll see you in the main deck. So yeah, you come out into the Space Castle's main deck, and each of these sort of pathways leads to a different sort of mini game and an exploration of Space Castle, the sort of mythos of the show, if you will. So, yes, this way to the theater deck. Super Laser Seth is, yes, he's waiting for you. So, if you're familiar with the YouTube channel, Space Castle, and you're familiar with the Discord, Super Laser Seth is both our moderator on the Discord, and he's also been featured in a bunch of videos. One of my best friends in the world, for all intents and purposes, my brother. One of the first people that had to be included in the game when I started building it was him. He's also done a number of Real Drunk episodes, and he was fantastic in all of them. So this is very much a tribute to him. Go up and talk to him. Welcome, cadet. I'm Seth, Super Laser Seth. Want to help me finish this Real Drunk episode? Head up to the theater screen when ready. So you go up to the theater screen, and it launches into a platform sequence with Super Laser Seth as the playable character. So I did all the designs, I did all the character animations, I put it all together as PNGs in Photoshop. Again, if you want to check out the video on YouTube, it's youtube.com/Space Castle Show. You'll be able to find it pretty easily, the whole behind the scenes of how I put all this together. So this is a platform version of a Real Drunk episode. So you run and jump and you collect drinks. And every time you grab a beer, the screen shakes just a little bit more because you're getting more and more drunk. And the background, of course, is from Clue, which is Seth's favorite movie and one of our favorite episodes we've done of Real Drunk. So there you go. That's not Bob Saget. I did my absolute best to digitize these characters without crashing the Game Boy. So, yeah. Grabbing more beers and flames. Flames on the side of my face. More beer. And then there's me. I'm hiccuping. Do a video on the Clue movie, they said. Make rooms to drink you rule, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Why did I do this? If you've seen the Real Drunk episode of Clue, you recognize that I made rooms. Every time the group goes into another room, a drinking rule. We got hammered. It was terrible. Speaking of drinking, I'm going to have a little bit of coffee. Thank you for hanging out with me. Grab your coffee. Grab a Pop-Tart. Grab a Stroopwafel. Whatever you're going to have for your breakfast on this glorious Saturday morning. One more beer. And we're done with the video. Or the Real Drunk episode. We go back into the main hall, and we're just going to go counterclockwise. Well, if you go back here. There's nothing to do in the bridge. You've already talked to me and Goldblum. You've got your mission. But if you go over and you talk to Goldblum here, he says, they're back to the bridge already? DT's not all that exciting. But sure, why not? And we'll get to the TV in the center of the Space Castle in a little bit. Goldblum says, engineering, where all the magic happened. For 2 years. After that, DT learned that it wasn't really the bridge of the ship. The bridge. Can you even? Fuck you, Goldblum. So here is a point-and-click adventure-style room of the Space Castle, which is the engineering deck, which I thought was the bridge for the longest time. You can see I'm in it right now. And you can go around and click on everything here. The Space Castle targeting display. You see it all. 27 days since the last UFO Bowl sighting. Space Castle targeting display. We already clicked on that. My bad. A Sharpie marker. The champagne of markers. And I just found a typo that it will never, ever get changed. There's no period after marker. What if we grab the wires down here? Don't touch those. Are you crazy? Get a little error message. Come up here. Fun fact, each episode of Space Castle shows a TV show or movie in the public domain which ties in with the theme of the episode, which is very, very true. I spent a lot of time on Internet Archive finding relevant stuff for whatever my topic is that I can kind of plug in there without getting sued. I've actually watched a lot of stuff I wouldn't watch otherwise. It's kind of awesome. Yes, it's me, Goldblum. Not only the AI co-pilot of this craft, but also the brains and looks of the whole operation. It's very true. Sticky notes on the TV. A sticky note to remind me to buy more beer. Oh, and also to check the oxygen levels and stuff. Raphael, the best Ninja Turtle. Just ask Seth. It's outer space. It's all over the place. Space is a place for Star Wars. The Nintendo Entertainment System. Where it all started and probably where it will end. That'll probably be the last console I play before I die. It's perfect, except for goddamn Bucky O'Hare. Fuck right off, Alligator. I did an episode of Space Castle Saturdays where I played Bucky O'Hare for the NES. Amazing game, but I could not beat Alligator. It's goddamn impossible. I've tried to replicate how people play it on other long plays of it, and I still can't beat that goddamn game 30 some odd years later. I still love it though. A Slowpoke card, a gift from our friend Dane. So back when I first started this show, my friend Dane, who was on a podcast called, what was it called? Nerded Through the Grapevine. He sent me just a card, just as like a thank you for like hanging out and being friends and supporting each other's shows and whatnot. And in it was a Slowpoke card, which I still have to this day. So I digitized it, I did all the things, but I've actually still got it hanging up. So yeah. Thundercats Ho, the best 80s cartoon intro ever. If you remember, I did my very first video episode was on the best 80s cartoon intros, and it's Thundercats, dude. Go back and watch that episode. Go back and watch that show. No one knows what any of these panels do. It's true. The Hives, the champagne of early 2000s garage and punk rock fusion from Sweden, Europe. They are amazing. They're my favorite band of all time. That's why I have a poster behind me. And I think that's it. A bunch of stuff hidden here. Go back out to the main Space Castle. We'll get to this. Let's take a look. There's a TV and a Nintendo and a couch in the middle of the Space Castle. And if you hit it, thank you to the Galactonaut crew. There are one or two of you who are not in this because the game was finished just after you joined. Captain Pat, you have been thanked in the latest main Space Castle video about this. But Seth, Chrissy, Damien, Anna, Danny Reeser, Zach Deuce, Justin W., Brian from Transfix, which is an excellent action figure YouTube channel. You need to check it out. Riley, Box of Issues, Dave, Chris R.R. Bauso, who might make an appearance in just a second. AAO Tim from an awesome podcast called Against All Oddities. And Victor Shea. So if you want to have your name included on the next iteration of this game someday, go to patreon.com/spacecastleshow. come back out to the main section. Well, you think you're ready for space combat? This way leads to the hangar and the Atari. Try not to die. We're not exactly insured. So if you remember, I did an episode of Space Castle where I did the history of Lego. And the story of it was that all the Lego from the 90s, when Lego almost went bankrupt, was sent off into space as a giant formation that turned into a deadly asteroid. Lego made a comeback after they sold the rights to like Marvel and Disney and all sorts of franchises and whatnot, and they needed all the Lego back. So I was contracted to come out into space, blow up the giant Lego asteroid, and bring all the remnants back so that Lego wouldn't have to spend the money and the resources to make all new Lego parts. So here is the hangar bay for the Atari, the one-man starfighter, and the complement to the Space Castle. And Goldblum says, hey, cadet, we spotted a bunch of loose Lego. Must be leftovers from the asteroid. You've seen the Lego history episode, right? Yes, of course you have. Well, get into the Atari and show your stuff. And I'm kind of proud of like this tension-building music. I wrote all the music. I've never really done chiptune stuff before, and it was really fun to like branch out and try something I've never done before. But this is kind of cool. It's almost like an early NES Game Boy map sort of tune, if that makes sense. Or like a select screen was what I was going for. So you come up to the mission control panel. Bleep blorp. Connect Game Boy to internet to participate in Atari experience. Connecting. Bloop bloop. Game Boy is now online. Begin. Transmitting player social security number and bank info. Thank you. Please enjoy. Who's this? What up, y'all? It's BJ from Space Asshole. I did an episode where my good friend Chris R.R. Bauso played the anti-Space Castle host BJ from Space Asshole. Hey, don't tell anyone I'm here, okay? I'm definitely not here for ideas for my own starfighter. I'm calling it the TurboGrafx. Goldblum says, Goldblum, what the F? Are you everywhere? I almost made that 4th of July Taco Bell trip look like a silent but deadly. Listen, DT knows I'm here. We're all good. Actually, this is hilarious. You want to see more secrets? The power car? Oh, baby. Hell yeah. You sure, though? Yes. DT canceled my mid-journey again, and Mommy's very angry. So try and go out the hangar door. Well, hey, that's outer space. Going out there without a suit or a ship. This game doesn't have game overs, but it would still be bad. So you can't go jump out in outer space. You got to get in the ship. And then we launch into a side-scrolling parallax shooter level where you got to shoot all the loose Lego pieces. And I'm especially proud of the music I wrote for this section. Let's listen to it. So you can't die. You can just get hit by the Lego pieces if you miss them. But it's still fun. And that was a fun thing to figure out and learn how to do. I love it. It's great. Alright, so we're done. We're going to come back out to the main section. This way, to the airlock. You're needed on an away mission down to Earth. Captain DT needs a copy of Secret of Mana. As far as Space Castle Saturday's video. Go now. Alright. Here we are in the airlock. You'll remember the AC/DC sticker and other various stickers from other episodes of Space Castle. Goldblum says, yes, you. Welcome to the ship's airlock. From here, you can depart on an away trip. When you're ready, enter the door. And don't pay any attention to these stowaways. They're trying to board without any clearances. So who are our stowaways? Let's take a look here first. Bleep Blorp. Airlock status, situation normal. We're all fine here now. How are you? 10 imaginary dollars to the first person who comments with what that was a reference to. Here we are. Hey, I'm Skylar. I do the music on Space Castle. You hear me, Goldblum? Do you? Let me in. The frickin' music, Goldblum, you son of a... I asked you, I hear you, but no clearance. There are protocols, yes, you understand. Protocol this, Goldblum. Oh my, so very vulgar, yes. So Skylar is my buddy. He does a bunch of audio dramas and stuff. He is just an amazing sound engineer and producer and musician. And all of the music you hear in the background of mainstream Space Castle episodes over on the other YouTube are composed by him. So everything but the main theme is by Skylar. So he had to be in the game, like he had to. He's just an awesome dude. I love him to death. He's talking about maybe call him to Colorado next year. And if he does, there's going to be revelries. It's going to get silly. Take a look over here. It's more space. There's a lot of it out there. What's this? Spacesuits for emergency. Or for fun. Let's talk to this individual. Hello, I'm Danny. I'm waiting here like the others. Can't wait to see the inside of the Space Castle. I asked you, Danny, you're expected aboard. Let me fast track your pass and get you in. What? What the fuck, Goldblum? I asked you, Danny is a Galactonaut Major, a VIP, a high-ranking member of the Galactonauts. She gets special privileges and a quick entry. Fine, I'll allow it. Oh, okay, great. So Danny is our Galactonaut Major, the highest-ranking member of the Galactonauts on Patreon. She has just been an incredible supporter of the show, an amazing friend to me for like 20 years, and of course she had to be in the game. Don't tell anybody, but she also got an advanced copy of a physical edition, which I put together and sent out to a bunch of people. Learn more about that on the other channel. Let's go out the airlock. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. A blockbuster video in 2026? Let's ask Goldblum about this. I asked you, that's a blockbuster. They may have closed in 2014, but you're playing a Game Boy game made in 2025. Fair enough. I just go with it. So I definitely wanted to go for like a Clerks vibe with this sort of area. The music is very much a riff on Wu-Tang Clan, of course. And I got two buddies of mine who were just hanging outside the store, just goofing off. Holy smokes, this blockbuster totally sucks. They don't have a Nicolas Cage only section. So that is my friend Dub, WD40 on the Discord, known for 20 plus years, loves Nicolas Cage. He's been one of the earliest Patreon Galactonauts. He had to be in the game because I love him dearly. Why is that guy by the door all ticked off? What? There's no Nick Cage movie section? This guy gets it. Oh yeah. So that's my friend Riley, who's been a friend of mine for a few years now. He's a big supporter of the Discord, big supporter of the show. Another patron who got added in because of his status as a Galactonaut. And this guy gets it, oh yeah, is an inside joke from another Discord that I've been on for a number of years now. Riley's just a great dude, just a stellar person. He had to be in the game too. So let's go inside the blockbuster. Actually, hold up. I forgot to show you guys something, a little bit of an Easter egg. So if you go into the wrong door, which is a huge pet peeve of mine. Hey, that's the outdoor. Come on. You know you're better than this. You get a little error sound. Now we're in the blockbuster. A little bit of music. Try to go back out the wrong door. Dog, really? The outdoor again? Are you okay? Let's go talk to the clerk and see what's up. What? It's my friend Zach from the Neatcast, who's also a Galactonaut. Amazing! How did he get in this game? He says, is that guy out there still on about Nick Cage? What? Hang on, Secret of Mana? Sure, but I'm not doing his voice justice. Zach has the most dulcet tones ever. Let's try if I can match it. Wouldn't you rather get a Bigfoot movie? Like Harry and the Hendersons? John Lithgow. Alright, let's browse a little bit. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the action section. It's the only action movie that really matters. Let's come over here. Who's this guy? What? That's Beeromancer, Justin on the Discord, and also a Galactonaut. Ooh, they have Beeromancer 4. Wait, does he control beers? Or does he... Does he romance bees? That's a mystery. I've never gotten the answer. Romance section. Hey, if you like romance, then listen up. We've got the Mothman prophecies. Gonna come back up here. Horror section. Who's this lady? Mana? What? No, my name is Anna. Wow, they have both the 1950s, both 1951's The Thing from Another World and The Thing by John Carpenter. Thank goodness they never made another remake. So that's Anna. She's another Galactonaut. She's been a longtime supporter of the show. She's actually a colleague of mine. It's been a friend of mine for like 15 years now. She's the sweetest lady ever. She's amazing. She's a fantastic woodworker. She's got like a whole woodworking like setup in her house, and she sends me gifts and stuff. She's just the best. So she is in the game. She's gonna get a physical copy of the game because she's just awesome. Let's see if we can find Secret of Mana. Oh wow. 12 copies of Bill Laimbeer's Combat Basketball. And none of them have been checked out because that game was fuck awful. You scan the shelf and yes, there it is. Secret of Mana. We got it. We can go. Dog, really? The outdoor again? Are you okay? So we got Secret of Mana. We're back in the parking lot. We're hanging out. Jamming to Wu-Tang Clan. And then we get back on the Space Castle. We've done all the things. So the game is obviously, it's simple. This is my first attempt ever making a video game. It's the first time I ever really tried to do anything like this. I've done pixel art and stuff in the past, which I always have a blast with, but yeah. The player control character, the cadet, is obviously based on the sprite from the original Pokemon game for Game Boy. I just felt it was necessary. It was everybody's first Game Boy game. And this being my first Game Boy game that I made, I really just kind of wanted to pay homage to that. So there he is, the cadet. It could be man, woman, any gender. Totally ununiform. So you can just pretend that's you walking through the Space Castle. I was gonna do a whole story initially, honestly, and it just got to be a point where I was gonna have to buy a bunch of hardware and a bunch of save state batteries and build the hardware myself, which at this point is very expensive to do. So instead what I did was I just made sort of an open-ended game that doesn't require any saving. You can play all the side missions as many times as you want and just play over and over again. It doesn't matter. You don't have to worry about the battery or whatever. So I bought some hardware, I flashed it, I got some cartridges, and again, you can see all this in detail on the YouTube video over on Space Castle. And I even made boxes and stuff that a few people are going to receive as a gift for their support and all this. But yeah, I thought it'd be really cool. This is kind of a short episode, sorry. It's a short game, but I'm really proud of it. I hope you dug taking a look at this. I said in the other video that Galactonauts, the supporters of our Patreon, everybody who's been up to this point is going to get a physical copy. And at some point, very soon, I'm going to put the ROM on the Discord so that everybody can play it and download it on whatever platform they want to. And if they want to buy hardware and whatnot, they can flash it onto it very easily and play it on their Game Boy. But yeah, this is just a really cool undertaking, something I've always wanted to do. A bucket list thing, and now I've definitely got the bug. I want to do something bigger and broader and crazier with more writing and plot and whatnot. But this is just a really good starting off point and just a good way for me to learn a whole new skill set that I always wanted to attempt. Just never had the time or the gumption, or let's not say gumption, let's say guts, the courage to do so. So yeah, here it is, man. I'm very proud of it. I hope you enjoyed watching me goof off and play it. And yeah, once again, thanks as always to these wonderful people, with the addition of Captain Pat, who just joined on after the game was finished, but he gets a shout out in the video on the other channel. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed your coffee or your juice and your eggs and bacon or your cinnamon roll or donut or whatever. Thank you as always for spending your Saturday morning hanging out with me and goofing off and playing a video game. I hope the rest of your day is awesome. I hope your weekend is fantastic. I hope you go back to work or school Monday feeling well rested and recovered. And I hope everybody has a great year, man. Happy New Year. Cross something off your bucket list like I did and go and try something new and try something crazy and see if it works. Let's try and make the best of 2026, man. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great one. See you over on the other channel. Bye-bye.